What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about Ripple, I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what just came out from Trump, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So over the last 30 minutes, there was a nice dip to $2.38. And it wasn't just Ripple, it was a lot of the big names. So even Bitcoin hit like 84,000 and change. Most of them have recovered since then, but it's kind of comical. So tomorrow is actually a big day for cryptocurrency because there is that crypto summit held at the White House. A lot of big names are going to be in attendance. So this shows the most updated confirmed / unconfirmed individuals. So you have Brad, who is the CEO of Ripple, attending. So I think there is going to be a big announcement, obviously coming out tomorrow. So I think just a lot of people are a little bit on the edge. And this is why you did see a crazy pullback. And this was because of this. So just a few minutes ago, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So ultimately, does state that it's estimated that the US government does own roughly around 200,000 Bitcoin. And a lot of that was just forfeited through criminal or civil proceedings. So in reality, it doesn't show as far as for face value that the US government is going to be buying any Bitcoin. And in that nature, because what was announced, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Ripple, and Solana, if I remember correctly. But this doesn't, like, a lot of people are just, I guess, jumping to conclusions a little bit prematurely. So at the end of the day, this does not directly state that they are not going to be buying anything. This just shows that they're going to be using the estimated 200,000 Bitcoin as a base. So in my opinion, they are still going to be using like actual money to buy, for instance, Ripple and everything else I just stated. So I think that is what has everyone on edge. But like I said, I think there is still a lot of big things to come tomorrow. And lucky to those individuals that did buy the dip. Same goes for Bitcoin, same for many of them. And again, the broader market is in a little bit of shambles, so a lot of fear in the market, but nonetheless, you do have crypto, the fear and greed index, improving. So it is at 30, so it definitely has, the low was roughly around 20. So since the last week, it has absolutely improved the conditions. So I think people's appetite for risk is increasing when it comes down to this, and with potentially some big announcements coming down the pipeline, you could see this a nice push higher. And historically speaking, if we look back at what happened in March, this is pretty much the same time period as you start to run up. So almost the second week of March. So first, second, this is where you start to see a nice push higher. So yeah, let me know your general thoughts on that. As far as the whole disruption, it was low volume that did cause the pullback. So it wasn't long, like massive amount of whales getting out. It was just a small amount of retail selling. And you could see that based on the liquidation. So in my opinion, this pullback was rather comical, was not driven by whales or anything. It was just retail. Quickly saw this, did not immediately state, hey, we are buying, or like whatever, we are not buying Bitcoin, we are not buying Ripple. So people just saw this and just panicked like crazy. So let me know your general thoughts on that. As far as some kind of support and resistance points with that $2.48, trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 233 is going to be a strong support. $2.82 is going to be that next strong target / resistance. So just kind of watch for that. In my opinion, I feel like the hype is going to build into tomorrow, and you might even see possibly a touch of this R1, but anything is possible, right? It's going to come down to the data and how people perceive that data. So yeah, it's that's the funny thing about cryptocurrency. People react to funny things. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Do you think that this is actually proof or anything that they are not going to be buying any cryptocurrency themselves, just obviously using forfeited cryptocurrency through various proceedings? So what's your general takeaway from all this? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Give yourself a shout out. Did you buy the dip with any of them, actually, anything that I did mention? Or even aside from that, if you are into more riskier altcoins? Did you buy any of the kind of lower ones as well? So let me know your general thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, pop over to my Discord. It is completely free. A lot of good people talking about stocks, options, and also crypto. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. Plus it's free. So with all that, appreciate all of you watching.